Hello there ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Lost Ark video. Today I'm going to be explaining exactly what Chaos Dungeons are and what you do with them, because it's a question that I'm getting a lot on stream. So, Chaos Dungeons is the first form of content that you're going to want to be doing as soon as you hit Northern Verne and level 50. You just need to get to here and get the quest to unlock them. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to jump straight into this 250 item level Chaos Dungeon, and we'll jump in. The reason we want to do these the first time, the first thing you want to do is because it gives you 302 item level gear. So, as you see there at the very beginning, there was a small period of, a small grace period where I could sit still and mobs wouldn't spawn. However, I want to get through this as fast as possible, so I want to run around as soon as possible. Now you'll notice a few things that are happening. Up in the top left corner we have a purification meter and we have a timer. Each floor has a 5-minute timer for you to complete the floor, and the purification timer is basically we just want to get that to 100%. Simple enough, right? What that means is for the first floor we have to get the purification meter to about 20%, and then we can go through into the next floor. There's 3 floors in total in a Chaos Dungeon, and the first one is 20%, yes. Sometimes there can be special floors, and sometimes there can be other things that allow us to gain more stuff, but that's the basic premise of it. The first one is 20%. Now, you'll notice I'm picking up a lot of items, and a lot of things. They are very, very useful items for us to have. They're for honing our gear, increasing the eye level of the gear. As I said before, you get 302 eye level gear from the Chaos Dungeon, and we use the item materials that we're getting here to upgrade that gear. So you'll notice I'm getting Harmony Shards, I'm getting Guardian Stone Fragments, and I'm getting Destruction Stone Fragments, and I'm also getting Harmony Leap Stones. Those are all of our tier 1 upgrade materials. And you'll also notice that I'm getting a lot of gear that's popping up in the middle of my screen and being very loud. The main thing to know about the second area that I'm currently in is that these named mobs will spawn. So they're the big mobs on our map with the big yellow horned symbols. They give us a lot more percentage to our bar, so I always like to run around and pick them up, make sure they're aggroed onto me, and then they'll run towards me. And we just kill them. The second thing to note about this area is that at 50% there will be a boss mob spawn. Okay, not 50%, I lied. It's approximately 60%. But we just want to kill him as fast as possible, because that'll open our portal to the next room. Finish off this named mob for extra stuff. And voila, we are now in room number 3 of our Chaos Dungeon. Now, you'll notice that this is basically very much like a Diablo 3 style rift. This is your basic form of mobbing content at max level, and this carries through for a very, very long time. Room 3's little gimmick is that those little pillars will show up. You have to hit them, and then a named mob will pop out, and you just kill the named mob and carry on. Everything will keep spawning, and so on and so forth. The main thing here is that this is one of my first 2 runs of the day, so that's why I'm getting the gear and all the Harmony Stone, or Harmony Shards and fragments and things like this. Once you start doing more than 1 run a day or 2 runs a day, you start receiving items called Perception Shards and Disorder Crystals. I'll explain a little bit more about those as soon as I finish. Basically, they are items that you can use to trade into a Chaos Dungeon vendor. Now we are 18% away, which means we are very close to finishing. I'm gonna head over this way. Now most of the dungeon floors are the same in Chaos Dungeons. So you can sort of figure out where to go and what places you need to go to. You'll see every floor eventually. I'll open up this last one. It'll give us the last percentage that we need. Use our awakening through everything. Done here. Oh, have to kill a little bit more. There we go. We finish our Chaos Dungeon, and we get another Stone of Birth, and we get a couple more Harmony Stones. Just a little extra reward for finishing. More Harmony Shards, more silver. Now we can leave, because we completed everything in time, and we got our Purification meter to 100. We can leave. Now, the Perception Shards and Disorder Crystals, those items that I mentioned just before, we come down here and we speak with Magic Scholar Jenica to exchange Chaos Dungeon Shards. Now, this is super important because you see here I've got these two items, Perception Shard and Disorder Crystals. So our Perception Shards can be traded in for upgrade materials for honing our gear, which is super helpful because you're going to run out, guaranteed, of everything. And it, depends sort of what you're upgrading more, but on my main, I have run out of Harmony Shards because they are very, very easy to run out of. Disorder Crystals you can actually use to trade in for jewelry pieces, which is very, very nice. I wouldn't recommend doing this one or this one because you're just going to replace them anyway. If you're wanting to get anything here, get the 420 pieces because you're going to be sticking in between this 420 to 600 eye level bracket. Just hold on to your Disorder Crystals because you can get really nice things from these. You get 3 random engraving effects and you get 2 combat stats from your necklace and 1 combat stat from each earring and each ring. But that is basically the rundown on all of your Chaos Dungeons there. Like there is not much else to know. The only other thing would be if you miss, your 2 Chaos Dungeons for the day, you get a rested bonus stacking up to 5 times. So 1 Chaos Dungeon missed would be a 10, and 2 Chaos Dungeon missed would be 20. So you can see here on this character I've missed a few Chaos Dungeons already. I had rested applied to that previous one as well. But that just helps you get a little bit more reward out of your Chaos Dungeon to help you catch up if you were behind from that. But I do hope that helped. If anyone has any questions for me, do let me know in the comment section down below. I will be more than willing to help you guys out and answer any questions that you do have. Other than that, check me live at twitch.tv/Aversi Games. I'll be live basically every single day with Lost Ark. Do the like, do the subscribe, do the comment thing, and I will see you guys all in the next video.